Hello and welcome to Drag Race Recap Show. My name is Chris Edwards. I'm here with my other two co-hosts, Mr. Ronald Clay and Mr. TJ. We are coming to you live from the Las Vegas trip in Las Vegas and also in Nashville, Tennessee. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing today?
Good morning or afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. I'm
Oh,
good. How are you?
whatever time it is. I'm good. Please refer to me only as Chickpea, however.
Chickpea.
That
Excuse me,
is fine.
chickpea.
Thank you very much. It's very disrespectful for you to call me anything else today.
Okay.
And I am butter pound cake.
And of
Mm.
course, I am glute and free.
I would just like to start this video off by saying Happy Black History Month.
Ow.
Yes.
Love that.
And we are still celebrating, child, regardless
Yes.
of what
Correct.
y'all's raggedy government says.
Yes.
Correct. And
Yes.
and and Beyonce said I'm going to announce my tour on the
Yes.
first day of the Black
Yes.
and History and the month, which I
Child,
feel like
that's
she should
her.
do it anyway, but neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there.
Neither
Yeah.
But
here nor there.
welcome to RuPaul's Drag Race Live, child.
This is
Yeah.
season 17, episode number 5. So, I mean, this is actually really nice. This is the first time I think we've gone live in a long time. And we figured, we didn't want to not have the show. And for those who are asking why are we in Las Vegas, we are celebrating 5 years of marriage.
Oh snap! Episode 5, 5 years of
Yeah,
marriage.
lucky number
Oh
five.
wow.
RuPaul's Drag Race live, and we're doing it live. How it all came
Wow, so many
together.
synchronicities.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. So we're actually coming to you from World Resorts, the Conrad Hotel here on the 51st floor
Child,
here
you
in
telling everybody
Vegas.
where you at, they finna be knocking at the door.
I
That's
know.
we ain't tell what room number.
They finna be knocking on all the doors.
Yeah.
It's a big place. But no, so yeah, let's get into it. This week's episode was actually pretty good.
It's getting better.
It is getting better.
It's getting
Yes, it
better.
is getting better. Thankfully. This episode, yeah, it was decent. It was a decent episode. We'll talk about the challenge. But
Mhm.
I feel like it was kind of a couple of like maybe twists and turns a little bit in this
A little,
episode, maybe.
a
Yeah.
little,
Maybe.
Yeah.
a little, but we'll get into it.
Okay.
All right, so let's just get started then. Or do you want to start with something else?
No, we can do the like we did kind of like last week. We can do the looks and then talk about the performance and the challenge with their looks as
Okay.
well, if that works.
Works for
All
me.
right, TJ, roll it.
All right.
Chickpea.
Excuse me,
Chickpea.
Pete.
Thank
Excuse me.
you.
Forgive me.
The disrespect. Okay.
Yeah.
First up, Madam
Arietti.
Arietti.
The,
Not bad.
the one thing I will say about this is the garment is great, but clearly she did not listen to Michelle. Michelle told her to change her makeup. She did not.
Oh.
Um, that may have played a factor into her being in the bottom too, because I don't think she was any worse than Corey in the challenge. I mean, it was kind of flat. It was kind of one note, but at the same time, I felt like they were kind of like hand in hand. And for Corey to be safe and Arietti to be in the bottom, I feel like it had a lot to do with the fact that she did not listen to the judges.
Um, I don't know because they didn't mention anything about it in the critique, unless I missed that.
No, they didn't.
I honestly didn't even think about her makeup this go round. From what they said last week. As far as the look, what I will say is that I don't think the back piece was necessary, and to me, it was
It was
just
a
kind
lot.
of. It was almost like it was just extra, just in the way.
Yeah.
Um, I think Arietti is really. I think she's beautiful, um, but getting. I don't think I'm getting her references. I don't think I'm getting like where she's coming from because this I don't get. I, I don't understand this look. It just seems to me like it has no anchor anywhere. It's
I
Mm.
can
just
see
like
that.
it's pretty, it's pink, it has like horns or spikes on it, but I'm like, what is it supposed to be giving me?
It was a
Um,
lot.
yeah, as far as her challenge, I agree that Corey and Arietti did equally poorly. I didn't like either of their performances, but
Mhm.
I think based on last week when she got overshadowed by Jewel, I think that is what kind of played in her downfall this episode is like all right, we told you last week, you know, you have to step it up in your challenge. And apparently, I think Carson said, what's the other guy's name? Not Carson.
Ross, the
Ross.
hilarious Ross.
Ross, I think, told Arietti, like, okay, you were at 1,000 the whole time. So maybe she was trying to overcompensate for what happened last week. But
I honestly disagree with the fact that they did poorly. I just don't think they did as well as others.
I agree with. I think I
felt like they weren't. I agree with the hilarious Ross Matthews as far as like there were no peaks and valleys. But I wouldn't say they did poorly. They just didn't do as good as everybody else.
Because I
don't think anybody did bad.
No, I don't think so either. I think this past week's episode was actually really good, and everyone kind of like brought their game, but some just stepped up to the plate and were that much better.
Okay, I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next up. Samantha.
I don't like this. I didn't like it when I first saw it, and I don't like it now.
It's okay.
What don't you like about it? I'm curious.
I don't like anything about it, honestly. It's there's nothing special about it. Like there's nothing that's like it's a corset with some feathers and a boa in different shades of pink.
I agree. It doesn't feel special. It doesn't feel new. It doesn't feel unique. It feels like something we've seen before. It's kind of a standard Las Vegas showgirl look.
Exactly. There was nothing special about it.
You could be on the strip. Y'all are on the strip.
We are on the strip. Yeah.
Maybe we'll go look for her. Maybe we'll go
look for her. You're gonna find 1 million of that look. Right now. So did it fulfill the category? Yeah, of course, because it was pink. But yeah, it wasn't stunning. I think she was safe, right?
No, she was in the bottom, deservingly so, because I didn't understand the voice of it all either.
That's right,
with the deep lesbian voice.
Yeah,
and it just
that was weird.
It didn't read. It's like, girl,
yeah.
And she was dry. It wasn't like
funny.
She was a dry beaver.
Yeah, her beaver was very dry.
Very dry, child. It needed some.
You can't have a dry and shaved beaver. Ooh, nobody wants that. It's giving yeast infection. I mean,
hilarious. Yeah, it was. It just wasn't all that. But I mean,
you had a chafed beaver.
I struggled because they did RDR Live. Was it last season? They've done it before, right?
Yeah.
And I think I have the same critique with the challenge itself. This week is I'm not a fan of Saturday Night Live, and so I don't understand. The comedy of Saturday Night Live to me is missing, and the comedy of RuPaul RDR Live is also missing. I don't understand.
I actually liked it.
I thought it was pretty. I thought there were some people who were funny, which kind of resonates to SNL as well. SNL has a few standout characters, whereas RDR Live this past week also had a few standout characters.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to them, but yeah, no,
sure, okay,
yeah, because you have to admit Boa Yang is hilarious.
Yes, he knows. He doesn't know who he's talking about. Do
I know who you're talking about. I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen any clips.
You have to go back. Just look him up on SNL, and YouTube will just bless you with all his funny clips.
Boa is hilarious.
He is hilarious.
All right, I'll do that, and he better be hilarious. Otherwise, I'm gonna be upset. All right, next up.
Anya Nerve.
Yes.
I wasn't impressed by the look, but I still love her.
I agree with Michelle. If she had a mohawk or a high pony, it would have sold it more.
Yeah.
I wasn't so sold on the look. I appreciate her efforts on the runway because she had to sell it, and I appreciate the fact that it was all sneakers. But I agree with Michelle. It needed something extra.
Extra to put over the top.
Yeah. Her performance, though, is this thing on?
Yeah.
Anya is just that girl. She's that girl this season.
I will say this. When she first appeared on the show, on that first episode, she was just in the background. I didn't see her at all. I didn't think anything of her. And then after the first 2 weeks, starting with really episode 3, I'm just she is the silent killer. This girl's going to win it all. I really believe that she's going to win the whole season.
Mm.
I don't think she'll win, but I do think she might be first or
Um,
second runner up. I feel like I would love to see like the final two be her and Suzie. And we'll talk about
okay, yeah,
that
no, that's actually really
in
good.
a moment.
Yes. At this
Um,
stage, it's her and Susie who are
Yeah,
running it, and the girls
yeah,
can't
yeah.
take it.
Because
yeah,
so Anya, so okay, the look. I agree. It needed hair. It needed it needed that element. But also, I didn't like the chin piece. It seemed like it was very much in the way and uncomfortable.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
either it needed to be designed better or completely removed or something, because it just seemed like it was kind of cutting her off at a certain, like at a weird angle or whatever. Um,
mm,
but the look itself, I feel like was kind of unexpected because she's been giving us like gowns, right? She's been giving us like dresses and gowns. And then she came out in this. I was like, okay, Anya. But I
Mm.
feel like at this point, Anya for me can do no wrong. She can do
yeah.
no
She's
wrong.
really good.
She did very well in the challenge. She chose for herself the host and the part in the skit or whatever, and she did well in both, especially the host role. She didn't
Yeah,
flub a word. She was very personable.
I
I
said
think
that. She seemed like a seasoned professional, like she's been doing this for
yes,
decades.
yes. So I feel like every episode she is showing us more and more like her star quality. She looked great in that purple dress. She looked great with that
Yeah,
purple hair. Like, yeah, I feel like you said, she's a silent killer. Like, I don't think
nobody
was
was clocking her.
Nobody
nobody
was
was
checking for
clocking
her.
her, but she is showing out in these challenges.
She's like, "Come here, let me give you a little something, something."
Hmm.
She
Hmm.
was.
And the thing is, I feel like she knows what's up. Like she knows she's in the minds of all the other queens. She know what's going on. Like
She
she's
living
very
rent free.
smart. She's very smart too.
She
Yeah,
is.
Yeah. And
She,
you know what? This episode showed me, and she coincidentally had like so she showed me a little bit of Simone in her performance in
yes,
the thing, and then she had a Simone flub on the
yes.
runway when she
Jennifer
was with
Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence and Jennifer
yeah,
Lewis. I
yeah.
I
I
was
clocked
clocked
like,
that
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 too.
is
too.
so funny to me.
Yes.
She
Yes.
definitely gives me Simone, which is one of my favorite winners also. So she definitely gives me Simone energy on the runway and in her challenges sometimes.
It's funny you say that because I was literally thinking about that. I want to say last week, even before this episode, she is getting the Simone edit. Because I even thinking about when Simone first walked into the the workroom. Jesus, why can't I get my words together? When she first walked into the workroom, she had on that very simple dress. Like it had all of the pictures of her. It was given very like kind of just pedestrian kind of thing. Anya walked into the room, the workroom, the same way with the pants and the 70s look. It was very understated.
Oh, that's right. She
It
did.
was
You know what? Do you think she did
very
it on
understated.
purpose?
She probably did
Do you
because
think she did it
Simone
Willow
did it
Hill
on purpose
style?
too. She is giving y'all
I'm gonna
okay.
give you the build up.
I'm gonna let y'all wonder what I'm gonna give. And now she's getting the Simone edit.
Okay, Anya. I see you. I
We
see
see
you,
each
Anya.
other. Yes, I see you.
Yeah, I like Anya.
Yeah, I love Anya. She's the girl this season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. All right, moving on.
Hmm.
I like this look because it gives is it My Fair Lady? It gives us
Hmm.
the My Fair Lady like iconic look in a different way.
I was getting little Bo Peep.
It gives My Fair Lady with a Georges edit.
George's definitely, because I thought that about this look. This was a George's
Okay.
look.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not mad at it.
she's been giving Georges the whole season,
The whole
but
yeah.
I just appreciate the fact that like she didn't give us like the gown because everyone does the gown or the dress or whatever. But she made it look like that, but it turned out to be like flared pants or bell bottoms. I
Yeah.
was like, okay,
And
okay,
little
I like
cutouts here
this.
and there.
And a little cutout. So I feel like she modernized it in a very
What
interesting way. I like it.
what did she do in the challenge? I don't remember her.
Oh, she was the third part of the beaver. She was like the doctor or the anthropologist or something.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Australian accent.
Yeah,
I thought she did well, but she did like there was nothing like that whole set was kind of just like meh.
I
Like it was
agree.
cute, but it wasn't like hilarious.
I agree. Honestly, I feel like of those three, I think she may have done the best for me,
I
which
did
is
too,
not
which
saying much.
no, and that's why I didn't understand Hormona being in the top because like none of them were like
Yeah.
standout.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next up.
Next.
Well,
Silence is deafening.
damn.
Um, she looks good.
I like the
She
look.
always looks good though. But again, just like with Sam, there's nothing special about it. I thought the bubblegum moment was cute in the beginning,
Mhm.
but after that, like that's all it was.
Yeah. Now, was she safe? She was safe.
She was safe.
Mhm.
What did she do in the challenge?
Okay.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Well,
She
well,
wait, was
she
she
is.
with oh, she was in no, that was Acacia. I feel like I don't remember. Anyway, I like
No,
the
no, no, no. She was week. Was she Weekend Update? Was she the
weekend.
new sketch? Was she in the new sketch?
Oh, maybe with Susie and Lexi.
Lexi, yes, I
I
think she
think
was in the new sketch.
maybe.
Yeah,
Mm.
Um, as far as the look, I think it's cute. I like the idea of
It's
this
all
like
right.
pop bubble gum. Um, but not even a but. I can understand why she was safe. She gave a safe performance this
Hold
week.
on.
Okay.
Keep going. Keep going. We gotta turn that TV down. They all of a sudden decided we wanted to do something.
Child, this is what happens when we on
is we
live.
live? Oh,
This is what happens when we on live.
yes,
So yeah, I feel like she gave a safe performance this week on the runway and in the challenge.
yeah, it was safe.
Full
It
stop.
was nothing special about it.
Yeah. All right, moving
Next,
on. I really can't wait to talk about Untucked.
let's talk about it. Or you
Let's
want to
no, no,
wait?
let's wait. I want to wait
Okay.
because I want to see all the girls who are involved in Untucked. Or this week's episode of Untucked. I think this look was cute.
Yeah. Mm.
I feel like the expectation of Lana is not meeting Lana.
Yeah, it's not meeting the mark.
Like
Like,
the two are missing each other, like ships passing in the night.
Mm.
Like it's just not. She's not bringing what I think she thinks she's supposed to be bringing,
mm,
which the whole untucked of it all. We'll get to it, but like, she's just not that girl. I'm sorry.
well, okay.
E-
What did you
it's-
think about her challenge?
she's forgettable. Like I thought it was cute. Um, But Anya, the only really good standout thing in that whole sketch was Anya. Like she was on the entire time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lana came out, she did the titty shake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, YouTube. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
whatever.
fine.
She did the breast shake, but like that was all there was to her performance. You can tell she kind of she stumbled a little bit because she like stuttered in what she was saying for a second. But like there was still nothing like it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it was just there.
It was middle of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like everybody in that sketch, with the exception of Anya, was middle of the road.
Mm.
Yeah. Like I said, I think the look was cute.
And the look, I felt like it was too much for her. Like the gown was wearing her, and she wasn't wearing the gown.
Okay. Okay. Chris, you agree?
Yeah, I wasn't impressed by it. Like it was just like, okay.
Yeah, it was okay. I feel like there were several okay, middle of the road,
Yeah.
safe girls this week. So,
Yeah.
all right,
And
next up.
there's nothing wrong with that, but
There's nothing wrong with that, and we're going to talk
yeah.
about that when we get to when we talk about Untucked, because
Okay.
girl. All right, next up. I did not like this actually.
I didn't like this one at all either.
Yeah. I liked her makeup. Her eye makeup was really cute.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that this is her weakest look thus far of
I
all the weeks.
agree. I'm just like, okay, pink cheetah print.
I wasn't mad at it, but I just have a higher level of expectations from her.
Same, considering what she brought out the first and second weeks on the runway.
Not even that, just like even like the promo stuff. Like she was
That
just like,
too. That
for
too.
me, I was just like, yeah, this girl's gonna win because she's just that girl. But like, I didn't get that from this week.
Yeah, this was no.
The most interesting part of this episode for Lexi was the Cody of it all. The fact that she works for Citigroup and
Okay.
still goes by
Um,
Cody at work. Um, like for a trans person, right? I just find it surprising that even though it's all virtual, that she would still allow them to call her he
Mm.
and still allow them to dead name her. I mean, I understand that you have to make your money, you have to do what you have to do, but at the same time, like that's a very big deal in the trans community, from my understanding, to still be in a professional world as your former self, if that makes sense.
I so yes, that whole thing surprised me too. What also surprised me was that they showed the whole page of the LinkedIn profile. I was like, now, girl, wait a
Yeah,
minute. Hold on. Don't dox me, Jesus.
right.
But I can, as someone who works in like the financial industry, I can understand
I
because
get that.
it is extremely all of the I don't want to say toxic things, but it's still very like old. It's still very like
Trust me,
conform.
I get it. I come from that world too.
Yeah, so
So
it's like it is surprising for sure considering how she's presenting on Drag Race, but I can understand why she still goes by Cody and still um dresses up as boy or plays boy um in the work setting. It is a jarring difference. I will tell you that because when they showed the LinkedIn profile, I was like, damn. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. I was
And
like,
then
not
the
me and her being like almost cousins in the same industry. That's wild.
and
The
then the
fuck?
question is now, like, what's next? Like, are you still going? Is the job, especially with the political climate right now,
Yeah.
are they going to keep her on?
Once
Are
they
they
see
going
this.
once they see this? Like, was that like we don't want our brand represented in this way because the whole DEI of it all is being. I don't want to go off into that, but I'm just saying, like, what's next? Like, if she
I
doesn't win,
I honestly, whether she wins or not, I feel like drag is going to be what she does. This will catapult her. This
Yeah.
will, because whether any of the girls win, they start going on tours. They up their fees. So I feel like this will, assuming she no longer wants to work in financial services or whatever, or continue to do what
She
she
might
wants
have to
to do.
choose. I don't know how sustainable it's gonna be for her
Well, I would
with
imagine she
the
would want to. Let me tell you something. I only work my job because it pays me. This is not what I want to be doing.
yeah.
So if
child, listen,
something that
as
I
someone
would
who was,
love to do comes along, I'm quitting the next day, perhaps the same day. So I'm assuming it's probably the same for her as a creative, as a drag queen. She
Yeah.
don't want to be looking in Zoom in folks' face via Zoom and talking about 401ks and shit every day, but it pays the bills.
Yeah.
So I would imagine drag is probably what she wants to do full time. Even I think last week she was talking about how it was her bread and butter for a long time. It was how she fed herself and how. So I imagine it's something that she is very passionate about and loves to do. So I hope this allows her to quit her job after Drag Race.
Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah.
I thought she did well in the challenge. There was nothing very special about it. She did well. I do, looking back at it though, and we can talk about it more when we talk about Suzie. I low key felt like it was sabotage
Why?
because Lexi had ideas. She had big ideas
Oh,
for the sketch, and everything Lexi wanted to do,
you gotta talk
Suzie
down.
was chopping it down.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
felt in a way, I felt like Suzie was being smart because Suzie wanted to make sure she was shining in that sketch. So anything that Lexi wanted to do outside of what was just on the paper, Suzie was like, "No, we shouldn't do that."
Yeah.
Well, we can get there.
I agree with that.
Perhaps I didn't see it that way. I saw it more so like um Suzie can probably be one of those really creative control freaks.
Oh, she
Um,
is.
and so I'm just like, yeah, she I'm sure she has the vision of this whole sketch already in her mind, and whatever everything that Lexi is saying is not a part of that vision, and so she's trying to, exert some of that control. That's the way I saw it. I don't know if Suzie has the type of personality where she would try to sabotage somebody.
I don't know. I think she's playing
I
this
think
game
she's
very
smart.
strategic.
She's smart
Yeah.
though.
And
I think she's smart enough to do it.
look at her confessionals, and just listen to what she's saying. I think she's very strategic.
Yeah.
Okay, perhaps. All right, next up is this girl.
This is
Did
horrible.
not like it at all.
This is absolutely horrible.
Give me bad 90s or 80s vibes.
It gives bad 80s prom. Like
You know what it was? Jade. No, Gem. Sorry, Gem. Truly outrageous. Yeah, that's what that reminded me of.
So yeah, I'm tired of her. So
I didn't hate her in the challenge though. I felt like she did Blanche very well. It was Blanche inspired.
It was okay.
Oh, that's right. She was that one. Yeah. I mean, she did decently. This week, I was reminded where I know her from, or who she reminds me of, and she reminds me of the drag queen who's been on Drag Race with the absolute worst drag name ever in drag history.
Who?
Elliot with 2 T's.
Oh, child.
How is that your drag name?
Elliot,
and why does it? What? But she and Elliot are practically the same person. They have the same. I
can see that.
You see what I'm saying? And seeing her face this week on the runway, I was like, this is Elliot with 2 T's all over again.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not.
The fact that she's lasted this long though is shocking to me.
Yes, same. Honestly, her and Hormona. I don't know how. I don't know.
Let's just not go there.
Hormona is still is rigged.
I'm confused. Well, speak of the devil.
Confusion. There's nothing special about this look.
Not at all.
There was nothing special. There was nothing
you didn't
special.
Even need to show that.
There was nothing special about her performance. How she was in the top, I have no idea. This is giving rigged.
What did she do again?
She was in that beaver
sketch.
There was like how
her
was she in the
voice annoys me.
How was she in the top?
How was she in the top? How was she in the top? I don't know. And it's a simple pink gown. It is a simple pink gown. So yeah, I don't know, girl. I don't know.
And Arietti called her out. She said, I don't understand how you were in the top. Like, how? It's giving rigged. Like it's giving very obviously rigged. And it's not enjoyable to watch that portion of it because it's just like, okay, we get it. We get it.
Yeah. Next up. I'm ready for her to go.
I'm ready for her to wear something else. She has literally given the same exact silhouette.
Every episode.
I'm sick of her. I'm ready for her to go home.
You know what it is? She's gaslighted herself that she is this good, and she is not.
It's very clear that she is in the same family as Plain Jane.
Delusional?
Not even, well, perhaps, but also nondescript drag. Like, you come out in something and you're just like, okay, who are you? What are you doing? What is your aesthetic? I don't get
Barbie
it.
dolls
all over the place and also not good.
She literally wears the same. She has worn the same silhouette.
Low cocktail dress.
Every episode, no matter what the challenge is, it is the same exact silhouette
and the same. I mean, same hair basically, almost right.
Same hair, same pump, same like. It's just
like, girl, bye.
I don't think she's there to win.
Clearly not.
No, but I truly think I don't think she is. I don't think that's her goal. I think she's there to just be there and to be messy and to just say I was on Drag Race. Because
I can get that.
I don't feel like motivation from her. I don't feel like a fire from her. It just feels like I'm here to play. That's what it feels like. I'm here to just play and have a good time.
be here for as long as they allow me to be here. Like
Yeah.
but it's like I said last week, she thinks she's better than she is.
And she's
So
not.
she doesn't try to be better than she is. So it's just like,
It's just not good.
girl, bye.
It's not good. I'm sick of it. I'm very sick. Last week was awful. You were in the bottom.
Her lip sync was horrible.
Her lip sync was horrible. The look was dreadful. This look is marginally better.
It just looks. I mean, and here's the thing. Like, I can see you doing stuff to try to be safe because you don't feel like this is a good week for you. So I'm just going to do something safe. But like, she does it every single week. So it's
That's her
like,
drag. It's safe. Like she has no outstanding looks.
listen, maybe she might surprise us next week.
I feel like we have given Corey more airtime than she deserves. Next.
I agree. Next up.
I loved this play.
Did you?
The fact that she was a penis with some balls.
You know what? You would like this.
I loved it.
That really should not surprise me.
I loved every minute of it. I ate it up.
I don't like this.
You don't like
I thought
it?
it was I thought it was cute. I thought it was cheeky, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like
it. Wasn't ballsy.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know. I just and then her Sophia, because I am a Golden Girls.
That was horrible.
Her Sophia was absolutely trash.
Horrible.
Yeah, it was not good.
Her Gert, I should say, was absolutely trash.
Her girth?
Gert.
Wow. Jesus.
Come on now. I'm here for
it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
She was just spewing everything.
Can we move on? Please, what are your thoughts, Miss Chick P?
Mute him or something?
I wish, because
I can't, because you would also be muted.
Oh gosh.
All right, I'm done. I'm done with the dad jokes.
Yeah, I feel like I want to like what she's doing, but I just can't. I'm like, I see it, but I don't know. Maybe if she had more of an outstanding personality, I would like her drag. But for some reason, it's just like, girl, okay. Yeah, I'm like, all right, whatever, girl.
All right, she was just being a dick this week.
Next.
Next.
Jesus.
I love this.
This was a good week for
the
her.
Girls hated it, but I absolutely loved it.
She played into it, and it was perfection.
Her makeup looks good.
Yeah.
The body looks good.
Yep.
The balloons were really cute. The way she did the runway, I just think this was her week.
Yeah. What?
I feel like you don't agree.
No, I agree 100%.
Oh, okay.
I want to go back to right before the season started. I don't know what red carpet the girls were on, but when I saw Suzie and what she had on, I said she gonna win. I like this girl. I like Suzie, and the girls cannot.
They can't take it.
Well, you know what? I will say the last 2 weeks, the fact that she's changed up her makeup a little bit, it's just like, boom.
Hello.
Listen, the Depression era drag is like, we've moved past it. We've seen it. She knows that we've seen it. So it's like, okay, let me give you something else.
Yeah,
and it's giving what it's supposed. She did what needed to be done.
No. I'm going to disagree with you on the fact that we've moved past it. We have not moved past it. We are still in it. She said, "Oh, you think it's only going to look one way?" I'm going, because even this look is Depression era. Even this look is 20s. It's a 20s era clown. The girl is smart. The girl, she said, "Oh, you think I can only do one thing? You can think I can only do one face? Oh, okay, then let me show you."
But not even that though. She's giving different silhouettes. Like, this was a different look.
Yes.
And it looked really like the moment she walked out, I was like, yes. Because she said, "I'm gonna do a clown." I'm like, And she walked out, I was like, yeah.
And the presentation of it.
Yeah.
Girl.
The hair, the makeup,
Suzie
outfit.
Suzie is that girl.
The balloons.
That girl.
Everything.
Listen, Suzie and Anya, if they are not the top two, something is wrong.
Yeah.
Something has gone awry.
Have they ever done double winners for a season?
No.
They did it
I
for
could
All
see.
Stars.
Oh yeah, I
Season
forgot.
4 All
I could
Stars.
see that
Yeah,
this. I could see
Trinity,
that this season.
It's
Monet.
funny you say that because I thought about that earlier. I was like, I wouldn't be mad if they gave
No.
it
If it was
to
a tie.
Suzie and Anya. I would not. Even in her challenge this week, she did very well. She was the funniest of all the sketches. She
But
was very good.
But this is what I tell you though. This is what going back to it was very strategic about shutting Lexi down because she knew she was like, no, I'm going to be the star of this sketch and I'm going to make sure I'm the star of this sketch. And she executed it very well. I felt like it was very strategic.
What I loved about what she did was she brought all the RuPaul references in and tied them all together really nicely.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
I mean, it was scripted. However,
But still.
she executed.
She delivered.
She hit every mark. She hit every joke.
She was perfect.
Yeah.
She understood the assignment.
Yeah.
She did. She
Very
did,
much so.
All the assignments.
All the assignments. Yes, ma'am.
She got an A+ and she got bonus points.
Yes.
Extra points.
Hello, extra credit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the last look. Susie's she's the one for me. She's the one for me. She's the one. Now that we've seen Suzie, can we talk about let's talk about Untucked.
Yeah, let's
talk about Untucked.
Where do you want to start?
How once again the
I'm a
girls
bystander.
because you didn't watch it.
I didn't watch this week.
The girls couldn't. So I don't always watch Untucked. In fact, I don't think I watched the last week's episode or whatever. But I saw a clip of this week's Untucked, which made me go and watch it, and it was Suzie defending herself against the other girls. And I said, not only was she defending herself, she was doing it accurately. She was accurate, she was correct, and she was doing it the right fucking way, and she was shutting the girls down. I said, let me go and watch it. So Arietti came for it, but I don't think she was the first one. It was Lana. Lana came for her first, and Suzie was like, let me stop you there.
Yes.
When a bitch says, let me stop you there, oh, it's about to get good.
Yes.
Woo! She said, let me stop you there. Let me give you these facts. Let me tell you that the judges actually did. The judges loved what I did. They loved this look. So what you think, girly, who is safe, by the way, doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. Also, you girl who wants to come for me, it doesn't matter because the judges said
the judges loved it.
The girl who has the check said,
exactly,
I look good today.
Exactly.
So I don't give a fuck what you're saying.
And not only, even beyond that, the fact that Anya had her back and called out them girls for being jealous. Child, y'all are sour. No, jealousy wasn't the word. It was sour. Y'all are sour because we're eating and y'all can't take it.
It was the cackling of Anya for me. Oh,
yes.
Because Anya knows what is up.
I gotta go back and watch
this in that place last week. Anya was right there in that same place last week. She said, oh, the girls are mad because I won, and you just can't take it. You're doing your hardest. You're doing your best, and yet you're safe. Oh,
listen. It's Anya and Suzie for me. It's just. And the thing is, they're not bitchy about it. Like they stand in what they present. They stand in how they're doing.
Yep.
And it just is what it is. Like you can be confident. It's the confidence without cockiness for me.
Thank you. When it's right, it's right.
When it's right, it's right.
It is right. When the girls are coming for you, but they ain't got nothing to stand on.
Yes. And I love how the Anya of it all. I love you, but no, like it's just given.
Girl.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
And then so what bothered me was Lana being so upset about being safe. I'm like, now I have never been on a drag competition show before, but I would imagine I would be happy to be safe any fucking week.
Here's the thing with Lana, though. Lana thinks she is better than she is. And every single week she gives nothing. Like I just don't understand her presence on the show. You don't perform well. Your looks are one note. So it's like, why if you want to be critiqued, give something other than you think you're cute, because that's all it's giving.
Mm.
Even her runway presentations, you can tell she thinks she looks good, so she just struts down the runway with like absolutely no personality. She's her and Crystal Envy are like one and the same, because Crystal Envy at least performs well. Lana, she's boring in all of the challenges. Like, she gives absolutely nothing in all the challenges. You look at the little music videos that they did last week.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
remember what she did? No,
yeah.
she strummed a guitar. She had her foot on homegirl's neck with no personality. This week, you came out shaking your boobs with no personality. Your looks like it's just not. You're supposed to be Lux's daughter.
Nondescripts.
Lux actually gave something, but what are you doing?
You know what? I cannot disagree. She is. What it seems like to me is that she came into the competition just like Arietti. She came into the competition thinking that being a body queen, a beautiful girl, was going to get her perhaps further or get her more accolades than it has been. And so I guess when you thought that, and maybe you thought you killed it in the challenge this week, you assumed you were going to be in the top and not just safe. So, as I don't know who said it this week, but the drag delusion is definitely there. It has
Anya
reared
said it.
its head. Of course
Anya
she
said
did.
it.
Of course she did. And then I want to talk about Arietti, because she was very bratty for me this week. I'm like, girl.
She's been very bratty each week, though, if you look at her, because she too thinks she's better than she is.
Mm.
And the whole calling out. Granted, I do agree with her as far as the Hormona Lisa of it all, when she called out Hormona saying, I don't understand how you're in the top and I'm in the bottom. I agree with that. However, she's still just not. And can we talk about her lip sync? Her lip sync was trash. I thought she would be way better in a lip sync than she was.
Wait, who? Arietti?
Arietti, yes. I thought she would perform way better than she did.
I don't.
Because Lydia ate her up.
She did. And did nobody expect that?
No.
Nobody expected that.
Myself included, to be honest. But yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like she thinks she's better than she is. Is she gorgeous? Yes. But that can only get you so far. It got you here, but where's the personality? Where's the additional talent? Like, you aren't giving it. But yes, Lydia ate her up. And when Lydia took off the thing and that wig draped her face, I was like, oh my God, this is really pretty.
Lydia was giving like white girl rock, but like owning it. Like it was like, okay. She said, I'm gonna take my little white self and dance to this song the way a white girl would in a rock video.
Yeah.
It was cute.
Yeah, so that the Untucked just really blessed my soul this week, so I appreciate that. What do y'all think about Arietti getting saved by the badonkadonk?
I wish she would have gone home. However, I'm glad that the badonkadonk did not go past this episode.
Yeah.
Because now it's done and over with.
Yeah.
And like we can just get these girls out.
Okay, I agree. I feel like before she pulled the lever, I had a feeling she was going to get it. What's interesting is, like, I think on last week's pit stop, Monet and
Diabetical,
they kind of foresaw perhaps or predicted that the two levers would be 1 and 7 for season 17, and they were right. So
I didn't pick that up.
Bless them. So Hormona pulled 7 at when she had her time, and then Arietti pulled number 1, which was of course the winning one. But I can agree with you. Like, okay, now girl, you out, you go home. Ain't no pulling no more levers. So yeah, it's real because it's have we only had how many people have gone home? But is it Lucky? Just Lucky
and Joella.
Oh, that's right, Lucky and wow, I forgot about that.
Lucky 5 episodes in, and only 2 girls have gone home. So it's like, yeah, let's start getting these girls out of here.
Yeah. Oh, and there could be a double elimination coming up too.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that. It would be wonderful if Hormona and Corey were double elimination.
Oh gosh, that would give me life.
That would be nice, but I feel like Hormona is going to be there a while simply because
He's
if she's
still on this
not,
conspiracy.
and even if she's not a conspiracy, I just feel like by virtue of how the other girls like underdog her and just the way she looks, I feel like she's good TV one way or another. So I feel like she'll be there for a while at least. But I don't know. I don't know. Or it could be Acacia and Corey double elimination. I wouldn't be mad about that either.
I can see that too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess that's it. We've gone through the looks. We've talked about the challenges. So
yeah, no, like I said, I think this was a really good episode. I think that, you know, what we said in the very beginning, that it started really slow, but it was going to start to build up. And I think that, you know, a lot of these queens are starting to step out and really show who they are. So it's really getting interesting. So do you think that this season is as boring as you thought it was going to be in the very beginning?
I would say it's not as boring. Like these past two episodes, I will say you can see them starting to ramp up a little bit. But it was definitely a slow start.
Yeah, it was a slow burn.
For sure.
Slow and steady wins the race. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for joining us here from our live here in Las Vegas and Nashville, Tennessee.
We about to hit these Las Vegas streets.
Yeah, we about to hit the streets in a little bit, but don't forget to like this video, to subscribe, and to also share.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
And hit the notification bell.
Yes. Because that's really important. So that you know that when we go live.
Correct.
Or when we put out a new video. Typically, videos will come out every Monday at noon, but since we did this live, it's on the feed now. Yeah. But with that, we will see you guys next week for another episode of the recap show of Drag Race Season 17. See you guys next week. Goodbye.